Okay, let's go to the phones. We want to stay in those areas. I'd like to talk. I'd like to have your opinions about the banking on the brink of on the brink. Let's face it, these guys are out of business. And also about the Watts thing. I'd like to hear people's comments about that. Okay, what line, please? Thank you. Hello.
Yeah, I called up before you had the topics.
Yes.
And I just had a question about Manhattan Cable TV.
What? Pay your bill.
Right.
No, what's the next question?
Well, they have HBO on 2 channels.
Yes.
Why? And
why? Because the H is the old channel. If you just want HBO only, that's the channel you get. If you buy HBO and Cinemax, then they put you on O&P.
Are they eventually going to get rid of one of them? You know, put something else on it?
No. No, not for now. Not with existing technology.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay,
thanks.
Fine. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
You're fucking...
Yeah, okay. That's your money. Okay, hello.
Hi, Jim.
Yes.
Yeah, about the bank thing, I think it is discriminatory against the, you know, the poorer people.
Well, I think our banking institutions have gone off the deep end of the pier again. They do it about every 20 years, and this is a good example of it again.
Yeah.
I think that the American banking rules should be very simple. The first 25% of a bank's assets must be loaned in the community, okay? And you can't go wandering over them. And then the next 25% has to be within the region or within the state. And then the other 50% you can go wandering. Because a lot of people, I went to the bank to look for a mortgage situation. No, they ain't going to give any mortgages. Because you know what they're doing? They're running into the $0 and running all over the place, playing these quick buck deals. You know, the invisible money. You know?
They're going to have to put in a lot more of those machines because there's always one of them broken down. I'm lucky enough to be a priority customer, so if you have 25,000 or more, you can be a priority customer and use the tellers. But I'd rather use the machines most of the time.
Well, they want to get rid of the tellers, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did you see that thing about the Canadian that developed that system of bringing color to old movies, old black and white movies? It was on a commercial television the other night. It was fascinating how he brought old Laurel and Hardy shows and it just is...
Well, if you're willing to spend that kind of money, anybody can colorize those.
He does it through computers.
Yeah, right. That would make logical sense.
Is that an expensive deal?
Very expensive deal.
Yeah, so...
Because you have to go frame by frame and move the fields. You can't... each field has to be photographed separately.
Oh,
it's a very slow painstaking job. I don't know if that's any value to Laurel and Hardy. I think their quality of their work will stand up if it was black and white or color.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
What about the... now I have a Systems 3 Zenith out in Long Island with a little box like a calculator, you know, a remote box.
Yeah.
Without any wires thing. And someone was asking me about having cable-ready television. If I wanted to get one of those Zenith 3... Systems 3 things here in New York, would I need a Gerald box, or would
Well, if you don't buy any pay TV services, you can buy any box you want.
Yeah, but you'd get all the... See out there, we get all the extra cable stations.
You only get the stations that are the channels that are on the system, period.
Yeah.
If you get a 54 or 60 box or whatever, you're only going to get the channels that are being sent down the system.
So what does cable-ready really mean?
Cable-ready means is they have incorporated the mid-band channels and the super channels into the same tuner, okay? And that idea was so that they could eliminate the box in a lot of occasions. In other words, the cable can come right into the back of the TV set without you going through this thing, so that you can use that remote control, okay? But if you have pay TV, you still have to use their box to decode the pay TV. Okay?
Thanks a lot now.
Okay.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello, Jim?
Yes.
I have a little problem here with Manhattan Cable.
I don't take care of Manhattan Cable's problems.
Well, maybe you can give me an idea where I can go and straighten them out a little bit. For an example, you're watching a program. I was watching Homebox one night, and all of a sudden at the switching station there, they decide to switch, and I'm watching All in the Family. A few minutes later, I'm watching Madison Square Garden hockey. Then I'm watching a football game. Now, I documented the time, the date,
You're
station.
watching Home Box Office, and what happened?
I'm watching Manhattan Cable on their system. I'm watching Homebox.
Yeah.
A few minutes after watching the program, I was watching hockey. Then I was watching All in the Family. Then I was watching a football game.
All on the same channel?
All on the same channel.
You got a bad box.
No, I didn't get a bad box.
Home Box Office, believe me, stays on the channel that's
this comes out of the guy who goes up in a switching station there and decides that...
No, nobody touches the Home Box Office signal.
And this didn't occur on Channel 8. It should have occurred on other channels, Channel F.
Well, so you just said that the home box office channel was
Well,
switched.
I'm giving you an example of what I've seen on Channel H, and I've seen this on Channel F, and I've seen it on other
on
channels.
On F you're going to have it. H will never change because that's hardwired into the system. Nobody will touch it. But yes, on the other ones, yes, they will switch.
And when I went to complain about it, it's sort of like you get the runaround and you're saying you're paying for a service. You don't mind paying for a service providing you get a service.
Yeah.
And you just don't get what you really, what they're putting out.
Well, no, to explain that thing about the channel switching is they buy the rights to certain games, and when those games come up, they'll cut right in the middle of programming to get the game on, okay? Because there's more people who want to see the game. Regrettably, that there isn't enough of channels on the system where you can just say, over there on channel E is that hockey game, and leave me alone. But what they do, they try to combine several different programming sources on one channel, all right? And they just flop them in as they come.
Okay, since when did Madison Square Garden become a scramble?
It's part of the sports channel. There are certain events from the Garden that are bought by the cable company as non-pay TV things. And then there's a service called the Sports Channel, which also carries Madison Square Garden stuff.
You see wrestling on a Friday night on Channel 9,
Yeah.
and you'll see the same thing on a sports channel on a scramble.
Right.
Now, that's a little ridiculous in a
No,
service.
no.
I mean,
It's because the promoter who owns the wrestling, you got to visualize the Sports Channel living in New York City, and Channel WOR is not on every TV set in the upper eastern part of the United States. So the Sports Channel carries it for that purpose. It's a duplication in New York City, true, okay?
and
In other words, that sporting event does not go all
and
over.
this has been going on for years over on a system there. And
Yeah.
I've been complaining about it, and the attitude is, if you don't like it, get off the system.
I don't think they want you to do that either.
Oh,
You're
I
worth-
told them, I says, look, if you don't straighten out the system, I won't pay the bill. They've gone to the point of court and everything else, and I've just kept on going along with them.
Yeah.
I complained to the franchise bureau down here, and his attitude is like, don't bother me.
Who's that, Cohen?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And the next step, which I really don't want to go, is the FCC.
well,
Because it's a
the-
violation of federal
The
law.
Goldwater bill has just got out of committee, which is going to be very kind of an unfortunate situation because I haven't read the bill, but the gist of it is the fact that some of these cable companies can get automatic renewals for their franchises. So we'll see how that's going to come out. Let me run into other calls, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, good night. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Jim. I have a question about stereo television.
Why am I getting started? I want to talk about this bank thing. It's my show.
Well, this is quick. This is really quick.
Yeah.
I heard that the Manhattan cable customers have a station where they can watch HBO with stereo, and also
Simulated stereo.
What? Simulated?
Yeah.
Oh, so there is no true stereo.
I don't think a lot of the motion pictures that are made have stereo tracks on them.
Well, some of them do, and I just wondered if those are broadcast in stereo or if it's only.
I don't know, but the only time I ever heard that they had it was a simulated stereo system, and it's on the FM band.
Yeah, and also that's, I guess, for MTV is stereo, isn't it?
Well, that is stereo.
But now I'm in Group W area, and we get nothing in stereo up here.
That's right. You're out there in Alaska, in electronic freezing zone.
Yeah, is there any reason why they won't give us a station up here? I mean, I thought it would be pretty
Not
much
all
equal.
of it is stereo. I'm sorry, what?
I thought it would be pretty much equal.
No.
We just don't have anything like
No,
that.
you're over the Berlin Wall, electronic Berlin Wall up there.
It's unbelievable up here. In fact, I identify with that person who was complaining.
No, they have to redo the system up there, and that's the next whole big thing. Okay, let me
Okay,
run out.
thanks.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you. Hello?
Yeah, Jim,
Yeah,
how are you?
fine.
Listen, I have a box where I get the HBO and Cinemax,
Yeah.
and the thing is, when a switch in another room is put on, I cannot seem to get the picture. It sort of goes off. You know, it scrambles again.
What is this? I'm the household technician tonight?
No,
No, what you're doing, it sounds like a drop in voltage, and if there's a drop in voltage, that the scrambling system in the box is very sensitive to line voltage. So if the line voltage drops, it'll drop back into scramble.
Yeah,
okay?
well, I mean,
That's what it
that,
sounds like.
That shouldn't be, but what can I do about this?
You turn off the light in the other room.
Well, wait a minute.
Okay.
I get my cable system anyway, you know.
No, it's nothing to do with the cable system. It's your own power in your own home. Put the cable box on another circuit.
Well, I have a couple of, a couple of circuits.
Are you
here.
legal?
Yes, sure.
Okay, and this drops off that badly?
Yes.
Okay, you have to put on a separate circuit or take the load off of that line somehow. That's all you have to do.
Well, what do I have to do? Get the pop and rewired?
No. Just find another circuit to run the TV set on. That's all, and the cable box on. So it's not on the same circuit that the power in the kitchen or the bedroom, wherever you are, descramble the signal. That's all. So you just have a lack of amperage. That's all.
Well, who fixes this? I mean, do I call a cable company?
No, you call an electrician. How old is
No,
your...
wait a minute. I'm not paying my cable service to have it rewired.
No. It's your power in your apartment. It has nothing to do with the cable box.
Okay.
Okay? Let me run on, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
I'll talk about banking since you're talking about
Good. I want to talk about banking. I want to let the American public know we're all going to go down the drain with these guys. Okay?
I know.
It was so point blank.